see what I found today, folks. Woo! This is worth a couple $1,000. Watch me find it in this video. Boom! Alright, I'm back to the dump. Oh man, I'd have liked to seen this. Look at that. It has an embossed horseshoe with a star on the bottom of it. Must have been some kind of a soda or something. I don't know, but that would have been cool. I'll get back when I find something cool. I'm gonna hit it later. Well, that didn't take long. Started raking this stuff off, and I can see embossing on this. It's all over it. It's screw top, but this is gonna be pretty cool. Let me get this cleaned off, and I'll show you later. All right, it says Chesebro Manufacturing Company, CD, New York. Chesebrough. That's kind of cool. Put marbles in that and find a cap for it. That's a nice old little jar. I've never seen that. Later. All right, I could have a day maker back in here. I see the other bottom of a beer sticking out just like my last video. This is starting to get crazy. There's bottles everywhere back in here. But I think this is cleaner. It is. I thought it was a big beer, but it's all embossed up. It's like ammonia or something, A1. It's gonna rain on me. I hear thunder and stuff, but I'm staying. Later. Probably hear the rain hitting. But I got a bottle sticking out right here. I got one sticking out back here. And check out this Art Deco soda. 7 ounces. And it says Wheeling, West Virginia right there. I wonder what the heck that was. Vaughn. It's Vaughn's Beverages, and that's an early one, man. But this could be an embossed beer. Looks like it's just gonna be one of the slick ones. It's an old one though. Yep, it's slick. See if I can't. Yeah, there's one. Ow. Yeah, right there. That's a bloody finger. Daggone it. Yep. That didn't hurt too bad though. I'm gonna get that one out. I'll have to dig that out and I'll show you later. God, folks, I just got another crock and I haven't looked at it. It was right down in there and I grabbed it with my rake and it pulled it right back up out. Please be blue lettered. Oh, it is. Oh, good. Oh, folks. Oh, folks. Oh, it's a blue. Oh, folks. Oh, folks. Oh, folks. This is a year maker. And it ain't cracked. It ain't cracked nowhere. These little ones make it, folks. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me get this cleaned off. You don't even understand how valuable this is. Woo! All right, folks, I already have this crock, but it's one of the rarest crocks. Like the Clovis Point I found last year, this is 1,000 times rarer because it's a small town, Bearsville, Ohio, which is now known as Hannibal, Ohio. G hires, dealer in dry goods, groceries, Bearsville, Ohio. Flawless condition. It just has rust spots on it, but all this will clean up. And other Bearsville crock, folks. Oh my God. Oh my God, folks. This is well in excess of $1,000. Like if I had this for sale right now, as rare as these are, look up type in Bearsville, Ohio crock on eBay and see how many of these you see. It's 1,000 times rarer than a Hamilton and Jones crock. And it's small, perfect, and awesome. I'll show it with the other one I have. I think there's extra stuff in this on some of the stencils than the one I have. But folks, this is a year maker. I could just quit looking right now with the stuff I found this year and be content for the whole year. Yes! Later. Once you find one, they usually threw away a whole garage or a barn full of them at one time. You want to look all around real good. Right in here's another one. Me going on this spot. See, here's another piece of this one. But the bigger ones, like that jug is a miracle the other day. But I'm on the hill and this stuff's loose, so the places I choose to dig, there's a reason behind all of it. Believe me, I know where there's other dumps I can get on better bottles and stuff, but it's a lot more hard digging for one piece. And the crocks are the best things in dumps, and the marbles, they don't even compare to the bottles. The bottles are like the last thing you want to look for. Like that Wheeling beer bottle I found in the last trip is a good bottle, and there's one like it in the museum at Wheeling. It's a good bottle, but it don't compare to that Crock, I'll tell you that. Try to find one of them for sale. Try. Later. All right, I'll let you on a little bit of secrets here. If there's a dump in a place, and you know they've been dumping on it forever, but you can't find the old stuff, you need to look for the base clay, just like you want to look for the base clay at the river to get the artifacts off of it. See all these trash layers coming up through here, and you can start to see that color change. This is getting into the base clay right here. That's why I'm finding old stuff. I found the bottom of the dump, and the first stuff that was thrown away is what I'm finding. G-hire Crocks from the 1880s, 1880s beer bottles, 1880s everything, and prior to that. It's hard to tell, but I'm telling you, this is the most brutal work you can ever do in your life. It's 80, 90 degrees now. I've sweat through, I brought 2 shirts with me. The first one I sweat through within 15 minutes. I'm already on my second shirt, and I'm about got it soaked, so I'm just gonna have to take it off and use them as sweat rags. I'm getting ate up by mosquitoes, but isn't it worth it? Isn't it worth it for all this beautiful stuff? It is to me, folks, and I'm gonna do it till I'm about dead. Later. All right, see, this kind of stuff's coming out. And that's off an old mason jar. Would have had one of the wire things, and that would have just pressed down, but I'll take that for one of my jars. Got another piece of this Crock too. I'd say the whole Crock's in here. It just busted when it hit. Just got this. That's the Independent Brewing Company, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I found these before. Got part of the plate on it there. You can see it. But man, folks, oh, that Crock's just, you know, to find one of them is once in a lifetime. To find 2 of them that are perfect in the ground's like hitting the $800 million lottery, like, for doing this. Because if you're doing this around where I'm at, that's the thing you're looking for your whole life. It's like a unicorn, and I've got 2 of them. Well, the last one I found 8 months ago, and the video's on. I will show it and put a link to the video where I found the first one. I found some awesome marbles in that video too. I'll put it down in the link, the first Bearsville, Ohio Crock, in the description below. Just click on it, you can watch that video, and then you'll see, you know, this one in this video. Thanks for watching, folks. Glad I could share this with you. I'm in rare form today. I'm excited. I could dig here for the next 3 days. Later. All right, this fine don't compare to a G-hire Crock, but this says Nowlands, Nowland''S, direct applicator, trademark. It's a nice, cool little bottle. I'll probably, I know I'm gonna take that. But I'm gonna look around here a while, you know, crap, I don't even need to look for a month after that Crock. And you know, I don't sell none of the good stuff. That's private collection. I don't care if I find 50 of them, because they ain't offered for sale, and I'm gonna have them. Looking for a Clarington, Ohio one next. I'm gonna travel and try to get that one. We're going for all the best Crocks in the Ohio Valley on this channel, and I'll do it. I'll find multiples. Later. That's off a big Crock here. I just dug it out back in here. Man, there's Crocks everywhere in here. Later. Man, it's horrible hot. Oh. Let me get my breath. Oh. I dig like a machine, but I got another nice bottle, and it's got a little aqua blue tint to it, but what this is like a 3-in-1 oil, and it's cork top. And I don't see any cracks or chips. 3-in-1, I was right. 1 oil, it says on the side. It's cork and it's nice, it's little. Take that, later fix. I just got this inkwell too. I don't show most of this stuff. I'm gonna go put this stuff in the bag in case I have a cave in. Never leave your stuff where you're digging in a pile. Stuff will cave in and destroy it. Get it away. Well, here's another blue embossed bottle. And how many of these do I need? There's never enough. Another big milk of magnesia. And it's just perfect, and it's blue. You know, I'm gonna stockpile this stuff and sell it when I'm older. Put real nice new caps on these and clean them all up, and maybe even print my own labels for the back, and just have a nice assortment of stuff. It's like the G-Hire Crock. I'll never get rid of that. I'll have that till I die. It's a good one. These are cool. Well, anyway, I'm still working this. I'm gonna go as long and as hard as I can until I feel like I'm gonna pass out probably. I got plenty of drinks, but man, it's hot. Later. All right, it's just brutal today. I've been here a long time. None of this hole right here was here. I dug all this out and it just caved in again, and that clay, it rained and it gets wet and it's just, it feels like lead. You have to have a shovel. You can't even rake that stuff out, and I just am done shoveling. I kayaked probably 15 miles this morning, dug on the river, hauled more of them bricks I found, and then came up and did this. But you see the payoff. Folks, I've been on fire since I started my YouTube channel, and I've been finding amazing stuff and on a consistent basis. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe, because the more I get, the harder I'm going to push myself. If I'm getting paid for videos, I'm going to treat it like a job. I'm going to treat it like I get up at 7 o'clock in the morning and go as hard as I can for my viewers every day. There will never be not funds. And if I don't think the video is good enough, I'm not putting it on. So you just keep that in mind. More of you that support me, the harder I'm going to go, and the more awesome stuff like that you will rarely see come out of the ground is going to be found. The Clarington one I'm going for next, and I found 4 broken ones on this dump. So if I can get one of them, it's as valuable as that. I think it's the last name on it's Jacob, or it's Jacob something. I'll have to look at the ones I got. Jacob, and then a last name, Clarington, Ohio. It's from an old storefront in the 1880s and 90s. But that'll be it for today. See all these broken crocks and stuff, and there's good stuff in here. It's just, it's brutal work. It's worse than digging graves by hand. But anyway, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, as always. Hope everybody's doing good, and if you're out doing this, be careful, number one, and I wish you luck. Later. Well, you can see there's blue glass. It's whole everywhere. There's a big blue glass container. There's one. There's more bottles on the surface in this place just to pick up, and most people find looking in a month. There's a big whiskey. There's just bottles all the way down the hill. I'm trying to navigate this minefield to get this valuable crock I dug out back to my car. There's cars, there's whole cars in here in the ground from the 50s and 40s. Found motorcycles. Been digging here a long time. This place is huge. And it's not even begun to be dug, but all the digging that's left's brutal. And I pretty much think 1 in about 1,000 people would do it that even looks for bottles. You got to dig a big hole. But look at this stuff everywhere. Every place you look, there's something to look at. It's just trash, 15 feet thick. You got to get down to the bottom to find the good stuff, which I am. Well, anyway, I just wanted to show you this. Later, fix. Stains and stuff on this. I'm going to go in and clean this up. And then the next clip, I'll show you my other one that I found just like it. This is like finding a unicorn. I'm serious. Try to find one of these for sale. Look on eBay. Look in eBay completed listings. Watch eBay for the next 2 or 3 years. You probably won't see one. It's rare, 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 rare. Well, anyway, I'll show it cleaned up. It's this beautiful condition. And it's a year maker. And probably more than that. Later. Alright, you can see just the subtle differences in these. This one was in a little bit different soil, and you can see how the lettering on this one's dark navy blue, and the lettering on this one's kind of a sky blue. I think they're the same stencil. You can see I was kind of comparing them. They're probably thinned away together. This is the first one I found. I will put the link to the video of this find in description below. Click on the little link and it'll just pop up. I also found the day I found this, 2 exceptional marbles, an acro agate Popeye, and then another marble. I think it's some kind of Superman, but it's one like, it's just like a hybrid, and it's a good marble. But this is like finding a unicorn. Like, I'm serious. Bearsville, Ohio doesn't even exist anymore. I think the guy's name that founded it was Jacob Bear, B-A-R-E. Oh my man, folks, my mom's going nuts. These are both going on the mantle. I'll put a picture right side by side. But anyway, I'm glad I could take you along on this, because you will see no one else find these. I can't believe I found even one of them, and this is 2 in 8 months. And serious, unicorn. Later, folks. All right, here's this real rare Raymond Brewing Company. Look at that seal on this. And it was caked inside with a, you can see right there at the top, it's starting to come out. I put gasoline in it overnight. If you get that stuff that's like inside the bottle and you can't really get it out, gasoline will loosen it all up. Now I'm gonna shake it up with water, put water in it, shake it up. This bottle almost has a yellow tint to it. It's just gonna be the brown stuff that was caked. See, it's gonna all come out. Probably, yeah, see, it's coming out of the thing now. The gas overnight really will clean. See, you can see it just falling in there. All of that's gonna come out and this bottle's gonna look brand new when I'm done with it. Some of them you have to work a long time on, and you never want to tumble your bottles. If you hear somebody say, well, I'm tumbling these bottles, it's like putting a Arrowhead in a rock polisher, pretty much. And if they say that, the bottles are horrible condition. They're just worthless. That's somebody like me wants the bottles untumbled. You never want to tumble your bottles, ever. Well, anyway, I'll show you this cleaned up in a day or so when I get it done. It's gonna be awesome. Later. Yeah, I just pulled up on this beach and look at this fire rock coming out right here. I've been sifting in here, so I found a bunch of bird points, but there isn't much beach. I was gonna meet up with Chuck, but I don't even think it's worth doing much. I wanted to come out, I'm looking for a dump. I'm gonna get down here, there's some bottles. I think I'm gonna rake through it and see if I can't. That looks like it's a mortar. It's busted though. But I'm gonna look all around. I'm gonna try to get onto a spot and maybe find one point, but it's, you know, I think I can find one, but it's gonna be rough today. I'm gonna stay a while, try to get a point, and then I'm gonna go to the dump because I'm doing awesome there. I'll get back with you, Focus, later. All right, man, did I ever just get a heartbreaker. See these fire pits coming out. I'm just scooping the stuff right off the beach clay as usual. That's all Indian rock, all of it. Right back in there. Oh, this is sick. Right here, it's a Flint Ridge pentagonal knife. Right there's the spur. Would have come up, and it's right in where I found all those ones last week. The big grouping, and had like a type site here with the dart points and the knives, and there's another one. I'm gonna, you know, that's worthy to go with him since so many come from right here. But that would have been a month maker. Look at that Flint Ridge material, and it's fire popped. Oh, that's just beautiful, translucent Flint Ridge. It's red, gray. Oh, it's just would have been awesome. But anyway, I'll get back later. All right, this is a hard stone one. And look at that little hole right there, and it looks like a hoof pestle. It's got, yeah, it is. It's a pestle, and it's got a nutting stone hole in it. That's pretty cool. And I don't find much stone pestles and stuff. Look at all the flint I've got here in this spot. I got that broken pentagonal, and there's a base to a black table rock point. See what else I can get. Later. All right, here's the points from last week. The water's up, but I went back over there, and all of these points in the middle, these 8, are all pentagonals. There's the classic pentagonal knife. I've talked about this before. You can go back and watch the videos last week. There's the blunt, you know. Usually these blunts are straight across. When I walk fields up in Central Ohio, the blunts, this is different style than like most of the stuff I've seen. These are little dart points, but here today, a Flint Ridge one, just like this one here at the bottom. See the edge work on it, how it's exactly the same there. Comes up and hits that spur. That's what it is. It's a pentagonal knife, and it's Flint Ridge. And we'll put that right in there. Let's move this out down here. And there's another piece to the puzzle. That's what I'm trying to do, folks, is find these small camps and get all the projectiles, all the knives, and find out what stuff's related and then show it. And that's a pretty nice grouping of West Virginia pentagonal points. Look at the variety in the material. Every point's made out of a different piece. Crooksville, which is also known as Brush Creek, Black Kanawha Chert, Flint Ridge. This is a heat-treated river cobble. Probably a tan one, and a heat-treated turned to peach. I thought this was Flint Ridge initially, but it is also a river pebble that's been heat treated. This could be Coshocton Flint or Flint Ridge. This is a river pebble. This is a river pebble. This is Flint Ridge. That's what I'm looking for. Off to the dump now, folks. Later. All right, I was only out here about an hour. The water's too high. I got this pestle. It's a hoof one. It's got a nice, you saw that, you can see it better wet. See the not even staying hole there. That's kind of cool. This would have been a week maker to go with them other pentagonals from last week. Look at that. Flint Ridge pentagonal with a spur, pentagonal knife. Also got this, didn't film it. It's a base of a black table rock. It's all, the base is just polished smooth. Kind of rough, but other broke, lots of Flint Ridge flint. Look at this stuff wet. It's just beautiful. But that's it today. There's a little wall right there. You can see the point on it. Got other broken pieces in there and stuff, but I want to go to the dump, so I'm doing half a day. You see, I have potential for something awesome every day I go to the river. That's, you know, that's worth the trip. Don't have many hoof pestles. Look how that on display nice here on that thing. But I'm gonna, next clips will be in the dump, folks. Appreciate you watching. All right, I forgot to show you this. This is a hoof pestle. It's got some, there's rubbing on it. It hasn't been rubbed a lot, but it's got work on it, and it has the nutting stone hole in the side. And you can see it displays set real nice to display. It would have been held like this and used as a grinding tool, and heck, that piece there just holds your thumb. But I'd say that was for a different purpose, but it's almost like a thumb hole. That's a nice piece. That's worth the trip. Well, anyway, folks, next clips will be in the dump. Later.